Before Wolverine was everywhere, before Logan showed up in every X-book, and before he became the walking, talking template for the comic book antihero, there was this. This is the 1982 Wolverine limited series. And when this channel hits 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving this entire 4-run or 4-issue set away to one of you guys. Now, before we get into the details of that giveaway, what I wanted to do was just talk about this book or this series for a minute and tell you why I think this might be one of Wolverine's best stories. Yeah, this isn't just going to be a random book giveaway. I wanted to give away a story that helped define Wolverine as a character. Now, with that said, don't skip the giveaway details at the end of this video. You can't win if you don't follow the instructions, so make sure, at a minimum, you see all of the giveaway details at the end. Now, back in 1982, yes, Wolverine was popular. He was a hot character in the X-Men title, but he wasn't the brand that he eventually came to be. He wasn't the mutant mascot yet. He wasn't an automatic sales boost for Marvel yet. And he wasn't in every Marvel comic title that they could justifiably jam him into. Back then, the creative team on this book of Claremont and Frank Miller, they took the character and they did something different with him. They really tweaked him in a couple of ways that changed everything. They created this little miniseries simply called Wolverine, and they took him on a trip to Japan. And instead of focusing just on the claws, just on the anger and the rage, they focused on the man, struggling to be more than just a monster, and they leaned into his humanity and his honor and his need for control and his desire to be worthy of love. The famous line, "I'm the best there is at what I do," it does come from this story. But the important part of that line, which is, "But what I do isn't very nice," that's not him bragging. That's the conflict and that's the tragedy of the character that is Wolverine. Now, in my opinion, that's what makes Wolverine interesting, and it balances the character between a man with animal instincts and someone with a samurai code. Now, what Claremont and Miller gave Wolverine was a level of depth to the character that hadn't been seen before. A lot of the earlier stories, they focused on the claws, but they forgot all of the nuance of Logan, of Wolverine. Now, some people will say that Hulk 181 is the most important story for the character. Others might point at Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X, which is one that I think is absolutely great. There are a lot of contenders, but this 4-issue series is where Wolverine started developing into a character that would, in my opinion, stand the test of time. And that's why I'm giving away this 4-issue limited series to one of you guys, a channel subscriber. As I have said in the past, when this channel hits 10,000 subscribers, what I want to do is a giveaway. And when I decided to make that commitment, I wanted to give away something meaningful, at least meaningful to me, and this series fits the bill to a T. I didn't want to do some speculation bait BS comics or some random modern variant cover comics, and I certainly didn't want to just give away filler issues. What I wanted to give away was something of substance, something of value in terms of a story, not just monetarily. And yeah, this is a story that actually shaped a character. Now, here's the important part. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, which I imagine will be somewhere inside of the next 4 to 6 weeks, one subscriber is going to get this series, and this is of the utmost importance. So please listen closely. This is how you enter the giveaway. First and foremost, you need to be subscribed to the channel. You can't win if you're not subscribed. Second, what you need to do is you need to leave a comment on this video. And look, don't just say, "Enter me," or "I'm in." Do me a favor. Take a minute, take a little time, and leave me a message telling me why you think that this is peak all-time great Wolverine, or tell me why you might like to win these books. I'd love to hear from you. Now, when the channel does hit 10,000 subscribers, here's what's going to happen. Again, this is very important, so listen up, listen closely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select one comment at random, and I will reply directly to that comment informing you that you've won. And if I pick your comment, I'll need you to email me at the address in this video description. That address is guywozniakcomics@gmail.com. Now, why do you have to email me? Well, it's because YouTube doesn't give me any ability to reach out to you directly. That's why we have to jump through these stupid hoops. It's not easy to host a giveaway here on YouTube. Now, after you email me, I'll reply to you and I'll give you a verification code, so you have to come back here to this video, find your original comment, and reply to it with that code. That way I'll know that the person emailing me is the same person who posted the comment that I selected as a winner. That's super important. And let me be very, very clear here. I will never ask you for any money for shipping or anything else. I'll never reply to your comment asking you to message me on like silly apps like Telegram, or I'll never ask you to click any weird links. I will only ask you to email me directly at the email address in this video description. If someone is trying to pretend to be me and they are asking you to do something other than that, rest assured, it is not me. The only official contact email is the address in the channel and in the video description. Now, I just want to say that it's been about 6 months, or maybe just slightly over that. This channel didn't exist. And in that time, we have hit nearly 10,000 subscribers. That's not something that I take lightly. That's nearly 10,000 of you guys that care enough about comics to sit through videos about comics and collections and art and writing and speculation and bad trends in comic books and, of course, comic book Jeopardy. And yeah, this giveaway is just a little something that I wanted to put together to say thank you to everyone that took the time to click that subscribe button. And it's my small way, I guess, of saying that I appreciate you being on this ride with us. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time to do it. Let's push this baby over 10,000 subscribers. And yeah, just remember, before Wolverine was everywhere, there was this story. Now let's send it home to one of you guys. With all of that said, let me say thanks for tuning in and watching. As always, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out by saying, as I always do, keep collecting comic books, keep reading comic books, and keep supporting your local comic book stores. Number 2, keep watching our videos. We really appreciate all of the support. And of course, until the next one, bye now.